Hi my honeys, Erica here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I have an amazing video planned for today, and it's the start of a brand new series here on my channel for 2021, and it's called Sweeten the Space. I'm going to take you through room makeovers from start to finish, from the planning phase to the execution, and give you some DIYs and tips and tricks along the way. So you're gonna wanna watch this video because you're gonna see me transform my office / beauty room into a craft studio / YouTube filming room so that I can make beautiful videos for you guys in a really creative, beautiful space. I'm going to show you how I turn this hoarder's paradise into something absolutely stunning. So don't judge me, this is a judgment-free zone. This is just where I chucked all my extra decor and random stuff that was in the way in my house, and I promise you will end up looking beautiful and organized, neat and tidy and creative at the very end. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss an episode for Sweeten the Space, and I'm just so thankful that you guys are here. Happy 2021, and let's get right into the makeover. Oh, this is gonna be a doozy. I start every room makeover I do with a mood board. This helps me plan the space and figure out what I'm gonna do. So I'm actually going to be keeping my same sofa, coffee table, end table, and mirror, and I'm going to be adding cool wall trim to the walls on all 3 walls in the space, a tabletop for my coffee table to do craft projects on, a new light fixture, a new rug from Ruggable, keeping my neon sign that I love so much, and adding a new bookcase from IKEA that's gonna help me get really organized in this space, and a new tree in the corner. But before I do any of that, I have to dehoard this space. Y'all do not judge me. This is where all of my leftover decor and just random crap ended up from my house because this was just like the catch-all room. I started cleaning it up, and I wish this time lapse was how long it took me to do it because it seriously took me forever. But I really do believe that when you're working in any space, the best way to start is just to clear the room out altogether. Even if you're not making over the room and you're just moving furniture around just to get a new layout, just take everything out of the room first that you can. Obviously, I have to leave the mirror and the sofa in there because there's nowhere else for it to go. But just clear the space, and that will give you a clean slate to start with. Step 3 is to prep and paint the walls. We had to start by removing the wallpaper. That sound though. That's okay, we are painting the wall. So I loved this wallpaper, but I'm removing it. I'm sad to say it. It is removable wallpaper, and it is removing, so that's positive. I am removing it just because this room is gonna be entirely white. So that's why it's going, and I'm gonna do some fun wall trim. But yeah, I want it to be a backdrop for my YouTube videos, and the pattern's just a little too busy for this room, but I really did love it while it was on the wall, and I hope you guys like the new thing that we do with the walls. Okay, here's the current status of the room. I got everything out, and we got the wallpaper off the wall. You can see we did get some damage behind, so I know they say removable wallpaper, but it's not always necessarily removable. So I will be sanding and patching those spots just to have a smooth surface to put the primer and paint on. I also went to Home Depot and picked up one of these wood pieces. I will have to look up exactly what the material is. I believe it's wood, but it's coated. But it actually is like really good for the project that we're gonna be doing in here with the trim, because 1, it's very light, super light, and 2, it's already primed white. So, and they come in 8-foot heights, and I believe they were about $3.71 a piece. So I got a piece. I wanna cut it down with my saw into a bunch of smaller pieces so I can kind of stack them against the wall and see how many I want to do, how many stripes I want to do. They will be floor to ceiling, and then obviously it won't be quite to the floor, it'll be right above the baseboard. But that is my next plan. So today is going to be patching the walls and making sure that I have a smooth surface to start from. And then hopefully I'll get some paint soon and be able to at least do the paint on the wall. That I'm going to do before I even put the trim on, just because I don't want to have to worry about when I put the trim on getting into little nooks and crannies that I may have missed if I didn't paint the wall first. So that is my plan. And then I'll also be putting together the bookshelves. I'm getting a new rug for this space. So yeah, lots going on in here today. Got these two walls painted last night. The baseboards I did yesterday, they're all refreshed. Just have to get some of the paint off the floor. I love the color. It's super nice and bright. And it's a gloomy day outside and it still looks nice and clean white in here. So today I can start on the trim work and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Now it's time for step 4, installing the trim work. I put a plan together, headed to Pinterest, and got some inspo photos here. Basically, I want to do 3D vertical stripes in the room to add some height to the space and make it seem larger. So I'm using the same Fresh Kicks Clear paint color. I'm using a nail gun for the first time. I'm using a saw for the first time. And I'm using these 3/4 inch thick by 8 foot tall by 1.5 inch wide strips of MDF from Lowe's, and also the DAP caulk to caulk the edges. This is the MDF I'm going to be using for the wall trim project. It is 1.5 inches wide and it's 3/4 inch thick. The reason I decided to go with the MDF as opposed to real wood is because there's no knots in it. It comes primed like this and it's super smooth. It's also slightly lighter than the wood, I feel. And super easy to work with. Also, the wood only came in 1 inch thick and I wanted 3/4 inch because I didn't want it to protrude too much into the room. I'm going to be using 1.5 inch brad nails to install this into the wall. You could glue these first, but I'm actually going to use silicone at the very end. Let me show you here. This is the DAP Alex Flex Premium Molding and Trim Sealant. So what I'm going to do is nail them to the wall with my nail gun, and then any little cracks along either of the sides of the trim when it's up on the wall, I'm going to use the sealant, the caulk here, and make sure that there aren't any gaps anymore before I put one final coat of paint on top of everything. This is a way to make it more permanent, and certainly if you're worried about nailing into the drywall and will it stick or not, this is going to be helpful because it will definitely make it more permanent and it'll look more seamless. To install the trim, you want to measure how much distance there is between your baseboard and the ceiling and cut your MDF pieces to size. And then you want to set it on top of the edge here and make sure you use a straight edge to mark where your spacing is going to be. My spacing ended up being about 8.5 inches between each one on all 3 walls. But the math worked out differently on each wall. So this is actually 8.3 inches and the other 2 walls are 8.5 and 8.4 respectively. You just need to do the math to figure out what works best for you. But if you like this look, this is about 8.5 inches in between. So I have my little straight edge. I measure to where it needs to go. I make a mark, and then I use my level to make another mark above it. I draw a little line. Then I line up the piece on the wall and use my level to mark it as I go. And as I'm leveling it, I then nail it in with my nail gun in multiple places all the way up the wall. Once that's done, I put my layers of caulk on the inside here. As you can see, there's absolutely no gaps here at all, and that is because of that caulk product. And then I painted over everything. So here's a little time lapse of me installing one of the walls. I just wanted to explain to you guys how I put up the trim before I show you the little time lapse. Okay, and here is what the wall trim is looking like right now. It looks fabulous. I'm obsessed with how it came out. It looks honestly professional for me doing it, not gonna lie. I'm super proud of myself. This is literally my first construction project I've ever done. You guys may know I do have some health challenges, so being able to get this done has been incredible for me. It's now time to put together IKEA furniture that's in those boxes on the floor, but for now I'm just gonna really admire my handiwork of installing the trim here. If you're looking for a really inexpensive, easy trim work project, I highly suggest you do this in your home. It makes such an impact and so easy to do. Well, wish me luck. The next step is to put the IKEA furniture together. On the next episode of Sweeten the Space, it's time to finish the room. I'm adding new hardware, a bookshelf, a new light fixture, and so much more. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you on the next episode.